Today, we got a little something special for you guys. We're gonna go ahead and review the Taurus G2C. And in my opinion, this is a good first pistol. If you never bought a pistol before and you really need something that's compact, something easy to use, something that you can store, and it's a budget pistol, it's not priced too high. This is the gun for you. I've used it, I've shot about 200 rounds through it. It's a pretty good gun. But let's go ahead and get into the review. Practice good gun safety. So by doing that, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and check the gun. And the way you do that, take a slide, pull it back, look. A lot of people would tell you to go ahead and look away. Look, you wanna see and feel that there's nothing in the chamber, no bullet in the chamber. So we check that, everything's clear, mags are clear. Okay, I spent about $239 on this gun, which is, in my opinion, a good price. I bought this at my local academy. I spent $239 on it. Like I said, I've known people to spend even cheaper for this gun. Somebody told me they paid $199. I've seen this pistol go for as low as $179. Just depends on where you get it, whether it's used, new, or whatever. When you first get this gun, it's gonna come in this box right here. It's not gonna be in a case like a Glock would. $400 to $600, $800 Glock comes in a little case, pretty case with your mags and everything. But you're gonna get this cardboard box, and when you open that box, you're gonna have, you know, the paperwork telling you how to use it, instructions and things like that. Of course, you're gonna have that. And also, you're gonna get this little safety lock. This is for like if you have kids or anything, or you just wanna keep your gun safe. If you wanna know how to use this, I'll show you how to use it in a later video, but this keeps your gun safe so people can just get it and just start shooting. It's gonna come with 2 mags. Now, these mags hold 12 rounds. They hold 12 rounds. They have a yellow follow lead or whatever you want to call it right here. They hold 12 rounds, and it even has an indicator letting you know when it's fully loaded. You have 6 and 12, so you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see when it's fully loaded right here. You'll be able to see. So it's going to come with these 2 mags, 12, and it's going to come with the gun, of course. Now, this is a 9mm gun. It holds 12 rounds. The barrel length is 3.25 inches. The height is 5 inches. The width is 1.25 inches. The length is 6.25 inches, and the weight is 21.15 ounces. That's without it being loaded. The frame is polymer. The good thing that I like about this gun is the grip. The grip, it feels good to me. It has an aggressive grip on both sides. Feels good. And Taurus has what's called these memory, let's call them memory pads. It's a good place to put your hand. That way, when you're practicing good gun safety, you put your hand right there, your index finger, boom, a nice place to rest it. No matter which hand that you're holding the gun in, you can still rest your finger right there. That way, you'll have somewhere to put that finger, because you don't want to be all up in here when you're practicing good gun safety. You don't want to be hitting that trigger. Over here, it does have a manual safety right here. You know, you put that up and down. Red means fire. Red means it's ready to go. You put that up, the gun won't shoot, obviously. The trigger won't pull. Put that down, yes it will. And it is okay to dry fire your G2C, so don't be scared to dry fire it. It is made to dry fire. It will dry fire. You're not gonna mess anything up there. Now, in my opinion, it is a pretty long trigger pull. As you can see, it has the safety trigger pull. So it's like a double trigger pull type thing, whatever you want to call it. You pull it, feel how long that is. Took me a little while to do that. It is striker fire. It has an indicator letting you know when you have a round in the chamber, but I wouldn't go by that. When it does have a round in the chamber, this indicator will pop up red. I'm gonna see if I can show you that. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's a red indicator letting you know there is a round in there. Now, as I stated, it does have 2 mags that hold 12. I went to Taurus and I bought a 17 round mag that goes to the G3, but it also works with the G2C. But I'm going to go ahead and make that video later and let you know how this goes. I haven't even used it or anything like that, but I've seen it done. The magazine release is on the left side of the pistol. Let me go ahead and put a mag in there. The magazine release is on the left side of the pistol only. Let me go ahead and drop that mag. So if you are left-handed, the magazine release is not going to be on your left hand, on your thumb side, which it may not be a problem, or it may. And also the safety, again, the safety is on the left side. So everything's on the left side. So I would consider this kind of like a right-handed gun, pistol. The slide release is also on the left side, right there. Slide release. And the takedown is right there. It is actually on both sides. I'll make another video on how to take that down if you want to. It does have these rails, so you can modify this pistol. You can put flashlights, you can put lasers, anything that you would like. You have your sights, front and rear. The pretty good sights to me. You can modify that and get the type of sights that you want. It's endless to the modifications. I do want to go back and talk about the indicator letting you know what chamber is in a round. Please, 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 please do not rely on that. That is a good feature, don't get me wrong, but do not rely on that. Always practice good safety. You want to look in there, make sure there's nothing in there, and then you want to start to use your gun. You don't want to rely on things like that, but that is a good feature on it. To me, it's a pretty good gun, easy to use, easy to conceal. When I went in and I noticed that it was cheaper than a lot of the rest of the guns, I was skeptical. I was like, maybe it's not going to be a good gun, but it's actually good. Only problem I have with this is I do have big hands. I had to adjust my grip because me having big hands, sometimes I would hit the mag release and as I'm shooting, and it won't shoot. But working with it now, I got a good feel for it. This is a pretty nice gun. Shall I say, it is, in my opinion, this is a pretty nice gun. Nothing wrong with it for the price range. So if you are a first-time gun buyer, I do highly recommend the G2C. Like I said, I've put about 200 rounds through this. Hasn't jammed on me once. Haven't had an issue. Of course, you want to practice good gun maintenance. Go ahead and make sure you're cleaning your gun after each use, things like that. We'll be talking about that a little more later in more videos. But this is the G2C from Taurus. Pretty good gun. I don't have much bad to say about it. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. And if you like this video, I want you to like, comment, and share below. If you have the G2C and you have anything that you want to add about this video, go ahead and add that in the comments below. Like I said, we're just getting started on here, and we're learning as we go. Remember, practice good gun safety and let that thing sing.